I hear the Can's music now, and yeah, I can remember back to 1972 when I first heard it, and 1973 when I was in the room with them, hearing them play it. But the fact is, it sounds exactly contemporary to right now. The first time I listened to Can, I guess I must have heard them on John Peel's radio show. I'm guessing there. At the beginning of the year, I began working for an underground magazine called Friends, and it was in Portobello Road, Ladbroke Grove, and it also doubled as a place where the group Hawkwind would get together to set out for gigs. And one evening at the Friends office, a bunch of the Hawkwind members said to me, like, we're going to see a group that's on the same label as us, and we've seen them in Germany, I think, and they're really good. You should come along, So I went along with them, and we went to, I think it was a university college. This was in April. I think it was the first gig that Can had ever played in England. I don't want to put my hand to the Bible about that. And they were very impressive. I remember Hawkwind saying, this is a special group. These guys are really good, and they were. Well, I mean, they were just one of those groups, one of the few groups that I ever experienced that had a kind of a inner telepathy, the inner chemistry that was going on there was far greater than just the sum of its parts. They were far more intelligent than most musicians of that time. There were ingredients in there that you could say, well, Miles Davis is doing that kind of funk drumming. Miles Davis was doing that at around the same time when he made the album On the Corner. So it's a different kind of funk, but it's the same kind of mindset at work. But beyond that, I mean, if you heard the music and didn't really listen to it, you'd say, well, yeah, it sounds like a little bit like the Pink Floyd before Dark Side of the Moon, when they were going into that kind of spacey, improvisation. This was in '73. I went and I actually wrote a piece about them. That was memorable because in the piece I mentioned that cannabis had been smoked. No big deal. When the piece, the week the NME came out, it was the New Musical Express I wrote this piece for. The week it came out, the police busted Can and mentioned apparently to Can that they'd read this piece. I mean, I didn't know this. When I saw Ermin like 10 years ago, he told me this. Surprised he didn't hit me. The most memorable time was in late 1973, at the end of 1973, I went to Cologne to their rehearsal room. And at that time, Damo had just left. He'd left recently, and so it was just the four of them. I guess it was to promote Future Days. That was the reason that we were out there. And that was great because at one point, because they had all their instruments there in the rehearsal room, and I remember picking up one of the guitars and playing a couple of chords, just an E and an A chord, and the others had, unbeknownst to me, got onto their own. They picked up their own instruments and had started playing behind these two chords I was just strumming away at, and they created a piece of music. And it just took off, and I remember and it was like, wow, I'm playing with Can, I've never had an experience like that. You know, I was just playing these two utterly mundane, repetitive chords, and they were creating a symphony of sound, a literal symphony of sound around what I was doing. And it was like, that is a memory I will take to my grave with. So, you know, long live Can.